Welcome back to Studio Chatter. You don't need to be a musical prodigy to learn how to play an instrument, especially when we have the Yamaha School of Music right here in town. Welcome the director of the school, Tom Croteville, and Bailey Wingett, the office manager, to the table. Welcome.
Hi guys.
Thank you.
It's kind of fun having double guests over there.
I know.
It's been a minute. So who are you guys and where are you coming from today?
So my name's Tom, and I am the director over at the Yamaha Music School, and we're just right here in Spanish Fork. And this is Bailey.
Yeah, I'm Bailey. I run the admin at the school, and yeah.
And where
We're just right
exactly
here.
is the school located?
So we like to say it's right next to Panda Express.
Oh, we know where that is.
Or across the street from Walmart.
Right near the food.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. That's a
So
great
location. You guys nailed it.
Yep.
So before coming to Yamaha, what is some of your musical background for both of you?
So I've been involved in music in lots of different ways for about the last 35 years. So I perform music, and I've been involved in groups, and I've also done some retail with music, and just lots of different
So
things.
you've dabbled in all of it.
Yeah.
So you're kind of honing in now.
Yeah.
And then at the school, what exactly is your role as director?
My role is just to make sure everything's operating properly. So that's anything from the teachers and the students, and making sure everything's good there, as well as operations, marketing, events, anything to do with what we're.
So basically running the show.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's fun.
So what sets the school apart? I mean, aside from maybe, going to the neighbor lady's house next door, I mean, going to piano, next door.
Sure.
Why would I choose the Yamaha School of Music to maybe take keyboard or piano or likewise?
Yeah. Bailey, you want to handle that one?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are actually a franchise of Yamaha Corporate.
Okay.
And so all of our teachers that we have at the school are trained by Yamaha Corporate. They're selected by corporate. And so that really gives our teachers
Edge, maybe?
Yes, an absolute edge. Yes. And so you can trust that you're getting a teacher that knows exactly what they're doing, has a background in music, but also is going to know how to teach.
Okay.
And so
Because
I would
are
say
they
that's
all trained the
absolutely-
same way to be a Yamaha? Okay.
Yeah.
I have a silly question. Is Yamaha School of Music related, is it like a sister company with Yamaha, that the brand we're already familiar with, or are they just totally separate entities?
Yeah. So actually what it is Yamaha Corporation, that everybody knows,
Right.
for motorcycles and for,
Yes.
music instruments and for all the different things that Yamaha does. Their founder started a music curriculum program about 60 years ago. And that curriculum, we brought a few books just to kind of show, but some of that curriculum book is, that's what we use in the school. And so the corporation then is separate from what we do. We are a franchise. And in the United States, there's actually, the franchise system is brand new. It's only been around for about a year and a half. And we are the first franchise store in America. There's another,
Really?
there's another one.
Here in Spanish Fork.
Here in Spanish Fork.
Wow.
And Plano, Texas is where the second one is at.
Oh, wow.
And the relationship there is that Randy Burnham, as we've mentioned, he owns the piano galleries and has a relationship with Yamaha Corporation. And so when they were ready to open a franchise, then Randy became one of the part owners of the franchise here in Utah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And why did they choose Spanish Fork? Like of all places, or were we just lucky?
Because of Randy?
Right, the connection to Yamaha Corporation already existed there with the piano gallery.
Okay.
And it was a kind of a natural
Just a
progression
natural
into a music school.
Well, I think oftentimes when you're talking about exposing children to different types of music also, like you may have heard of, the Challenger School of Music,
Right.
that curriculum, or, School of Rock or something like that. I like the idea personally. I have a 6-year-old son, and I've talked about this a couple of times, like I really need to get him into the school so that he can have maybe a choice. He might be drawn to the drums, or he might be drawn to the keyboard, or he might be drawn to, guitar. So we're definitely going to take advantage of your program and bring him in. In fact,
awesome.
We didn't make it in around Christmas time because I'm like, I'm not going to buy or invest in anything. So is it individual lessons? Is it group lessons? Is it both? So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So what's really, and let me answer that in a different way. The core foundation of anything we do musically, as far as teaching, is just based on the idea of what is music, how does music move people, and music is a language.
Right.
You know, that kind of is universal. It doesn't matter what language you speak. Music can relate to everyone. And so we started with that as the core foundation. Learning what music is, learning how music relates, for example, intervals, like how one note relates to another note and how those relate to chords. And then there's a progression of learning. And once you get the basic foundations, whatever instrument you're learning, then that opens up a wide thing of, how many genres are there, how many songs are out there.
Right.
There's just a whole world of music out there. But learning those key components of the music foundation is what we start with.
So am I understanding it right? Like they can come in and just experiment with different instruments, or do you have to pick a selected
Right, so that's a great question.
Yeah.
So the way we usually start is we do what's called a quick start lesson. And that lets a child come in, or an adult, it doesn't have to be a child. But,
Okay.
Because we teach from age 3, starting with young children on piano, and I'll let Bailey talk about that in just a second with those books. But it's from age 3 all the way up to 93 or however old you want to take lessons. So what happens is, they come in, they do a quick start, and that's an experimental lesson, trial lesson, if you will, for 30 minutes, just to explore the instrument they think they're interested in. Then if someone signs up to that instrument, we also offer something really cool. It's called our open hour for learning. And what that is let's say that do you have a daughter or a son? Or?
Both.
Okay, so let's say one of your children come in and they start taking violin lessons.
Okay.
But they think they might be interested in piano or drums or something else like that.
Okay.
And so what they'll do is they'll come into the open learning hour, which is once a week, and in that time segment they can learn on a different instrument and explore.
Okay.
So once you're already a student on the instrument you've chosen, you can explore other instruments like drums or piano or violin.
Oh, I like it.
And they could do that weekly if they want.
They can do that weekly. It's an open hour. It's part of what they get, when they pay for the regular lesson, that is included in it. So. And then Bailey, tell them about how young we start and what we do.
Yeah, so I was shocked when I heard that we started just 3 years old teaching music lessons to children. So from ages 3 to 5, a lot of that is a music appreciation class.
Right.
So we're teaching children about moving with music. We're teaching children about clapping on the beat, learning solfege. So maybe not starting with the traditional notes of A, B, C, D, but learning do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. What's incredible about those classes is that our students come away from those being completely familiar with pitch, with tone, being able
missed that when I was 3, 4, and 5.
I know, me too.
We're still working on that. We need to come in.
Can 50-year-old join the 3-year-old?
You could.
We could do a test run. We'll sing for you later.
But yeah, it's really amazing to watch how those young students can progress through their music like that.
That is awesome.
Well, there's such a correlation too, I think, in discipline, in math, in all those things. Like if you can really hone in on that early. So as a parent, let's talk about the things that really matter, like how much time and what's the investment.
Absolutely. So as far as time, there's a couple different types of lessons that a student can take. So we do both group or private lessons, and private lessons are 30 minutes once a week, and those are $30 a lesson. So you're looking about $120 a month. And then group lessons, and when I say group lessons, it's going to be no more than 4 students in a class. They're small groups. Those are 50 minutes once a week, so almost an hour once a week, and those are a flat rate of $110 a month.
Okay.
So
So
very
two great
competitive
options,
to other places probably, but with excellent teachers and training and so forth.
Right.
Yeah.
And you just
Absolutely.
drop them for lessons,
Yeah.
just for the
Yeah, I mean, for the younger students, we have the parents stay with them, the 3 and 4-year-olds. But
Yeah,
other than
okay.
that, yeah, it's completely optional. Either you can
Alright.
stay or not.
Do you guys have any upcoming promotions that you'd like to talk about? Or current promotions?
We do, yes. So currently, actually, what we're going to do with this show that we're on right now is we're going to offer 2 free lessons. And all you have to do is call 515-2050. And if you call that number and say that you saw this show, we're going to give 2 free lessons to anyone who calls in.
Awesome.
And,
When I can call.
and then we hope, of course, we hope that in those 2 lessons, the student will say, "Hey, I love
That's
this.
very
This is
generous
great."
of you. I honestly did not know that you were doing that.
I
just
know.
thought, oh, what kind of promotions are going on?
No, I think that's
generous.
a great investment in their future and a great opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Welcome to
thank
Spanish
you.
Fork. We wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Coming up next, are you needing a break from the same old lunch options? Stay with us to learn more on Studio Chatter.